Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Katie and Chad are having lunch. And as Chad sits around Katie, "You okay?" "Yeah, I've noticed since Eddie came into town, you've been acting sort of different. Chad, I love you, and I'm not gonna lose you for the matter." Meanwhile, in the back, Jennifer is looking at her schedule in the hallway. And as Michael approached, till she saw him. "Michael," and he stopped and faced her. "I need to talk to you." "What's up?" After the damage that Will and Tristan has done to us, leave us in a heartbeat, that can't go on without any repercussions. "What do you mean by that?" "Tristan and Will are in the midst of becoming a couple at our expense, and that cannot happen." Meanwhile, at the Golden Gate restaurant, Tristan came in to the host podium with Stephanie S., who saw her. "Welcome to the Golden Gate restaurant. Yes, I was told I had a reservation here." And as Stephanie looked at the list and saw her name, "Yes, you do. It seems Kristen." And as Will came to where they are, and Kristen and Stephanie saw, "You look amazing." "Thank you." "Shall we?" "That we shall." "Thank you, Stephanie." And as Will led Kristen to their table. Meanwhile, at the Palmdale Ridge Manor, Patrick came in, and as he closed the door, and as he hid upstairs, and went down the hall, and found Rachel by his room. "It'd have been nice if you texted me to where you were." "Mom, I'm sorry. I was Olivia." "Don't let that happen again. I know you care about her, but it doesn't exclude the rules we have here." "Where's Aaron?" "He's out. Anyways, I'm off to work." And as Rachel went down the hall past Patrick, and went downstairs, while Patrick headed to his room, and went in and closed the door. Meanwhile, at the Greenview Ridge Manor in the living room, Angela's looking at the wedding photo of her and Vince on her iPhone. Just as Vince came in. "You sure you don't want to go be by your sister's side?" And as Angela turned and saw Vince, "I was there, talking to her, and the next thing I know, and as Vince came and hugged his wife. "None of this in any way is your fault." And as they pull away and face each other, "How could you be so sure? Trust me." "I am." Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Gloria and Matt are talking. "Thanks. That means a lot to me." "No problem." And as Matt got up and went to the table and got himself a cup of coffee, just as Gloria came to where he is. "You've sure grown a lot. Not because you have a son and a daughter, but it's everything." And as Matt turned and faced Gloria, "Maggie and Austin mean a lot, but overall, Vanessa will make a breakthrough with all of us by her side." And as Gloria went and hugged Matt, just as CJ's walking down the hall and saw Gloria and Matt in a hug and is surprised by it. Meanwhile, in Helen's room, Helen's asleep thanks to the sedative with Adam by her side, just as someone knocked on the door. And they came in, and Adam turned and saw it's Hannah and Ryan, and as he got up, just as they came to where he is. "How is she?" "The surgery was a success. I cannot believe our sisters lying in this bed because some bastard didn't work where they're going." "Ryan, calm down." "I am calm as I'm gonna get." "Do you know who did this?" "Yeah. You two mind staying here? There's someone I need to take care of." "If it's what I think it is, there must be a reason to why you haven't pursued it." Meanwhile, in Vanessa's room, Karen's little Susan took off her gloves and got her cell phone and called Linda, who answered. "Hello? It's done. Vanessa's days is about to come to an end." "Excellent. Now meet me in the parking garage for phase 2. "Will do." And as Susan hung up, and as she turned and looked at Vanessa, "Well, my dear, it's been a pleasure as always." And as Susan turned and headed to the back room and closed the door, just as the poison in Vanessa's vaccine began to slowly take effect, causing her level to drop dramatically. Meanwhile, outside Vanessa's room, there's a guard posted there, just as Jen came to her room and the guard saw her. "Sorry, ma'am. Before you enter, what's your name?" "Jan Graham. I'm her mate, so for those reasons alone, my name should be on that visitor's list." And as the guard checked his iPad, and soon saw her name. "Indeed it is. You may go in." And as Jan put her hand on the doorknob and slowly began to turn the door open, Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Katie and Chad are talking. Well, I'm glad to hear that. But I'm planning to quit teaching effective immediately. Why would you do that? Because I don't want to choose between my job and you. You mean a lot to me. And someone like you is hard to find. I don't give a damn about the school. Well, I do. And as Chad's iPhone rings, and he got it and saw who it is and answered. Hello? Hey Chad, your brother and I need your help. What's going on? Lucas and I are at the station being booked for obstruction of justice. Meanwhile, in the back area in the hallway, Jennifer and Michael are talking. Are you saying they're going on a date already after everything? Yeah, like nothing's happened at all. You know what? It was bound to happen anyways. Are you taking this so lightly? I don't get to why. I thought you loved my sister or do, more than you know. And letting go of my marriage wasn't an easy thing to do. Okay, she complained about you and Will being so close, just like Will did with me. And Rex, aren't you still married to the guy? I am, but that's beside the point. It is not fair that Kristen and Will get to be together after everything they put us through. Meanwhile, at the Greenview Witch Manor in the living room, Angela and Vince are talking. I know my sister and I may not see eye to eye, but you two are family. That's what matters. You know, we are so fortunate to have Holly in our lives. She has made us strong. And there's someone knocking the door. I'll get it. And as Vince head out, soon he arrived at the front and got the door. And it's his sister Lindsay with her son. Lindsay, I hope this isn't a bad time. Of course not. Come in. And as Lindsay and her son came in, and as Vince closed the door, let's go to the study. And as he led them to the living room, to where Angela is, who saw them. Oh, Lindsay. And this must be your son. Wow, he's shown grown up a lot. Stuart, right? Yeah, you remember. Anyways, I have a favor to ask you both. Whatever you need, sis, you got it. I heard you two in the process of selling your house. Yeah? The reason why I asked is, I was kind of hoping I'd be the one to make the offer. Meanwhile, at the Golden Gate restaurant, Stephanie's at the host stand organizing menus. Just as Paul came to where Stephanie is. What is it that I have to do to get a good table here? Well, and as Stephanie looked and saw Paul, you do need a reservation for the matter because this is one of the most premium restaurants in all that Los Angeles. Well, I'm certain I better make one here. How are you? Honestly, bored to death till you come along. I'm glad to hear to help. Jackie, you mind coming for me? Sure thing. And as Stephanie and Paul head to the back while Jackie came and stand in the host podium just as the little couple came to where she is. Meanwhile, Kristen and Will are having brekkie while talking. Thank you so much for asking me here. No problem. I feel that everything's out in the open. No reason to hold back on how we feel towards each other. I couldn't agree more. And I just want to say, I don't regret what we did. You were there when I needed a mate. Well, as always, I'm glad I'm here to help. Why don't we skip the intro and just make our relationship official? You really mean that? Yeah, I do. Life is too short. Plus, we're bound to become parents, you and I. That we are, so why don't we make a toast to this? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Rachel's office, Rachel came in and put folders on her desk just as Gwen came and knocked on her door. And Rachel turned and saw her sister there. Gwen, hey, I thought you were leaving absent. Actually, I'm unpaid leave, but I came to do some paperwork, so what's going on? And as Gwen came to where Rachel is, seems our brother overheard Taya threatening to kill Vanessa. Wow, really? Yeah, I know. And Matt barred her from seeing, so I took over. Yeah, that explains why I saw the guard at the door. And speaking of which, how come the police is here? We may have found out who tried to kill Jacob. Meanwhile, at the Palmstone Witch Manor, Patrick came down the stairs. And here's someone knocking at the door. And as he arrived at the bottom of the stairs, Olivia, I knew you'd come back. And as Patrick went and got the door, and it's Carl. How did you get past security? I told him that we're mates. Only thing is, we're not, so what do you want? I think it's about time you and I have a little chat. You already did at school when you made yourself quite clear for me to stay away from your wife, and this conversation's overall, because I'm afraid it's just begun. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Gloria and Matt are in a hug. To CJ came to where they are, causing Gloria and Matt to pull away and turn and face CJ. CJ, we didn't see you there. What's going on? I don't know. I was kind of hoping you'd tell me how my wife's doing. Perhaps I could shed some light to that question. And as Lauren came to where they are, and Gloria, Matt, and CJ saw her. Be straight with me. Is she gonna? Helen's just finished surgery and she's stable condition but unconscious for the moment. Can I see her? Sure. Right this way. And as Lauren led CJ towards his wife's room, while Gloria turned and faced Matt. You don't think he suspects? Of course not. And if he does, I'll set him straight. Meanwhile, in Helen's room, Helen's lying asleep while Hannah, Ryan, and Adam are talking. Look, I get that you two want justice to what happened to your sister, but the fact of the matter is, she wouldn't want this. I can't help but wonder if there's some sort of retaliation revenge. You mean when she went undercover, right? Exactly. She had to make it look believable so the Collins won't get suspicious at all. Hannah, it's a very complicated situation. No, it's not. Look, I get that you two have every right to get the person who done this, but you gotta play it smart. What are we supposed to do in the meantime? Twiddle our thumbs and hope this person surrenders to police? Cause I kinda doubt that. I believe justice has a way to get even. Is that what? You know what I mean. I'm certain your sister would be saying the same thing if she was awake. Hey, and as Rita came in and went to where they are, and they all saw her. I got your text. And as Rita came towards Adam. How's she doing? She's hanging in there. Meanwhile, at the underground parking lot in Linda and Wayne's limo, Wayne, Linda, Mildred Lee Jordan are waiting. To Carrington Susan opened the door, and as she got in and closed the door. From what I heard, I gotta say, I'm impressed with both your works. Now, it's time for your first task. I'm ready. And as Linda handed Jordan and Susan their iPads, and as they turn it on. Your objective, Jordan, is to see that Vanessa and Julian find their way to each other by any means. I believe I can make that possible. How can that be when she's killed? That's because those fools managed to save her, which begins our next phase of our plan. Meanwhile, outside Vanessa's room, Jan's about to open the door. Jan. And as Jan stopped and turned and saw Justin, who came to where she is. Hey Justin, I'm about to see how your sister's doing. Then why don't we go in together? Oi, not so fast. Dude, I'm her brother. Clearly I'm on that list. And as the guard checked and saw his name. Indeed you are. You can both go in. As I was saying, we can go in together because I need to tell you something. Meanwhile, in Vanessa's room, Vanessa's machine that's already gone alarm start to go to critical status. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Chad's on his iPhone talking to his sister Elizabeth with his girlfriend Katie sitting there. What? How can that be? Martha, Emily, Wilma, and Julian cornered Rex, Lucas, and I, and alright, I'm on my way. Thank you. Oh, Chad, call Paul to tell him to come as well. Will do. And as Chad hung up, look, I gotta head to the station. Is everything alright? No, family problems. My sister and brother got arrested. I come with you. Okay, and as they got up, and Chad took out $50 from his wallet and left on the table, and as he put his wallet up, and as Katie and Chad turned and left the diner. Meanwhile, in the back, Jennifer and Michael are talking. Jennifer, it's over and done with. No, it's not. Anyways, I was kind of hoping you can help me with this. You mean revenge, right? I believe that's what they call it. Sorry. I'm afraid you're on your own with that, and if I were you, I would just accept it. And by the way, aren't you still married to that Rex guy? Yeah, I am. And unlike Will, in some strange, twisted way, Rex do love me. Look, I may not know much about him. Don't you remember last year, some of us helped you give Kristen another chance? And look how that turned out. Just be careful and trust me, they're not worth wasting your time. And as Michael turned and walked away. And as Jennifer thinking, I'm afraid you're wrong, Michael. No way Kristen and Will can get away for what they've done. Meanwhile, at the Golden Gate restaurant in the break room, Stephanie and Paul are making out. And as they pull away, I get up in an hour. How about I take you somewhere so I can wine and dine you? Sounds game to me. And it's Paul's iPhone rings, and he got it and saw its chat and answered it. What's going on? Dude, we got a major problem. Why is that? Elizabeth, Lucas, and Rex got arrested. Okay, I'll meet you at the station. And as Paul hung up, I gotta take care of something. I go with you. Besides, I'm sure Jackie's doing fine, and above all, we've been slow here. Then let's go. And as they went, and left the room. Meanwhile, in the front dining area, Kristen and Wall enjoying brekkie, and as they got their glass. So, what should we toast this to? How about to new chances? Sounds good to me. To new chances. To new chances. And as they clipped their glass and took a sip of the respected drink. And as they put their cup down. I have something to give you. Do you now? Yeah. And as Will took out a box and gave it to Kristen, which she accepted, and she opened it. And it was revealed to be a key. What's this? I have a flat of my own, and I know it's not much. You are the best thing, and this clearly makes it official. Yeah, it does. I love you, Kristen, and I'll do everything I can to protect you. Meanwhile, at the Greenview Rich Manor in the living room, Angela, Vince, Lindsay, and Stuart are talking. Look, before you respond, I can say that my mom wanted to start her life again, and she feels like so much that's happened, and she feels much home at your old place. Stuart, it's fine. We're glad to let you have it. No, I want to buy the house. You are family in our lives. Besides, you two lot would be the perfect candidates. As you know, soon, I've been kind of thinking about starting dating. Nothing serious, sort of test the waters a bit. You have my full support in this. And as Vince came and hugged his aunt and pulled back. Thank you, and I promise you, the house will be in good care. You two don't mind staying here in the meantime. What do you mean by that? The house is currently in renovation, but not to worry. It's almost complete, and when it does, my wife and I will let you know. Meanwhile, at the Palmstone Rich Manor, Patrick came out and closed the door and faced Carl. Why are you here? I came to tell you one last time to back up my wife. Oh, so you can frame other people's things they didn't do? That's interesting. Yeah, it is. Especially when a person's doing dark activities as we know it. You know, I gotta admit, I didn't realize my own wife would betray me unless she had help, probably by you. Yeah, which means once your little drug operation get exposed, it'll be all over for you. Yeah, it would seem so now, would it? And while we're at it, why don't we reveal to the world that your mother had a daughter of her latest husband who was a minor at the time? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Rachel's office, Rachel and Gwen are talking. Who is it? The person who shot Jacob is Rex Underwood. Whoa! Rex Underwood was the one who tried to kill Jacob? Yeah, crazy, right? Why would he try to? I'm guessing cause Amanda. He didn't want to lose her. Really? I just tell you, just when I thought things couldn't get weirder, but then again, we're here. That's for sure. Anyways, I gotta see Eric. He's making lunch for me, so I'll see you later. And as Gwen went, I left the room. Just as Rachel's iPhone rings. And she got it, and saw it's Aaron, and answered. Hey, handsome. I'm doing good. There's something I need to tell you. Meanwhile, in Helen's room, Helen's lying asleep while Hannah, Ryan, and Adam are talking. What I'm trying to say to the both of you lot, she needs us more than ever. You're right. The Steve and Jack already called. They're sending their prayers and trying to get her as fast as possible. And it's Hannah thinking. Hang in there. Soon, Lauren opened the door, and CG came in, and they both saw Helen, who's unconscious, with Hannah, Ryan, Rita, and Adam there, who turned and saw them. How are you? I'm hanging in there. Not to worry. Your wife will pull through. You all mind giving CG some time with his wife? Yeah, we'll go. Thank you, guys. And as Hannah, Ryan, Rita, and Adam went, I left Helen's room, with Lauren closed the door. And as CJ came to his wife and got a chair and sat at by her bedside, and as he sat down and looked at his wife, Helen, I promise you, I'll find the bastard who did this to you. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Gloria and Matt are talking. Where's your husband?
Oh, he's at the office, but he should be here in a couple hours.
Well, I'm gonna see how Vanessa's doing.
I go with you.
And as Gloria and Matt got up and turned and head down the hall. Meanwhile, at the underground parking lot in Linda and Wayne's limo, Linda, Wayne, Carrington, Susan, and Mildred Jordan are talking.
What do you mean?
Someone's bound to go in there, and once they see she's in trouble, they're springing into action.
More importantly, Tay has no idea she'll be at fault. That is why I want you to stay. You can count on me.
And as they begin scanning the information about the Good Charm and Gramps on their respected iPads. Now, Susan, since you've done your task, I want you to get a little creative by any means necessary.
That I can do. Well, I believe we got work to do.
And as Jordan got out, and as she closed the door.
So Angela and Vince are together again and carrying the spy stuff.
Which is why you had to play her part perfectly. Meanwhile, outside Vanessa's room, Jan and Justin are talking.
Can't you tell me now?
It's about the plane crash. What about it? Seems that crash was set into motion, and I have a funny feeling my parents, even though they're in prison,
they can control the field.
Not for long. And as Jan opened the door and went in with Justin, and they both heard a noise. What's that strange noise?
I don't know.
Suddenly, Jan saw the machine flatline Vanessa. Vanessa! Guard! And as Jan and Justin came to where Vanessa is, just as the guard came in.
Say something. Don't you dare leave me after everything you went through.
What the hell happened? Get a doctor! And as the guard went and left the room. And as Justin looked at Jan, who the hell was in here?
I have a good idea of who it was, and let me tell you, they will not get away with this.